Guys, listen, becoming elite and getting the rewards that come with being elite is not easy. It's the furthest thing from easy. It's tough as hell. And quite frankly, it's not for everybody. I really believe that. It's actually not for everybody. But if you ever wondered what it took, this episode, these 3 things, that's the cheat sheet. That's it. This is what it takes. These type of choices.
Welcome, everybody, to the Chris Harder Show, where we are making you unapologetic about your pursuit of success, knowing that when good people like you make good money, they can then do great things. My name is Chris Harder, and several times per week, I will bring you epic guests, solo episodes, and every single tool, trick, and skill set you need to grow your business, grow your money mindset, and to grow your wealth to levels that you have never reached before. I've ended up in a unique place in life where I've got the experience, the connections, and all of the secrets that it takes to be successful. And I'm lifting the curtain to reveal it all to you in an effort to help put you in a position of abundance so great that you can then be as generous as possible. So let's lock arms and let's get started.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Chris Harder Show, where today I'm grateful for how damn well our 2-day VIP Weekend Mastermind went. This is the first time we ever did this. It's the first time that we ever opened up our home and invited 10 businesses in and, had them on our podcast. Those episodes will be coming out soon. And, did the strategy sessions and all the things. And it was better than expected. It was better than expected for them, like from their words. And it was better than expected for Lori and I and the team. We just loved it. So I'm so grateful that when you dream something up, you're like, hey, this could be cool, that it turns out to actually be really, really cool. So much so that they unsolicited at the end of it said, can we come back for another? Can we come back for another? And so we said, well, yeah, of course you can. And so we're doing another one of them. And it's September 26th and 27th, I believe, here at our home in California again. But here's the catch. Because they're like, can we do another one? They took half the spots. It's a real small, intimate group for those 2 days. And remember, you get a one-on-one strategy session with me. You get the 2 days in-person mastermind in our home. You get to come into our podcast studio here in our home and be on both of our podcasts, on Lori's show and on my show. It's just probably the best thing that we've ever put together. And for all that, it's an incredible bargain. So if you want to grab one of those seats, if you want to come to the next one, go to chrisharder.me/weekend. That's where you're going to find all the information about the VIP Weekend Mastermind. It's chrisharder.me/weekend. Now, by the way, if you're like, why do you start with gratitude? I always tell everyone that listens to the show, when I do my solo episodes, I always start with what I'm grateful for. It's just an example of me trying to have a high standard and lead by example, concentrating on everything that I do have going in my favor instead of worrying about what I don't. And when you do that, you can truly lead a really good, dare I say, elite lifestyle. And that's what the episode is going to be about today. What does it take to make yourself truly elite? I've been thinking about this because I don't believe that I'm truly elite, not at all, but I'm around a lot of people that are, and I want to get there. I'm like, okay, what's the gap? How far away am I? What do I have to do? And I've been really looking and observing, and I was able to boil it down to 3 things that will make you truly elite. And for some of you, you might hear this, but like, that's not for me. That's great. Then this episode's not for you. Can't wait to come back next week and have an episode that is for you. But if there's any part of you that's at least curious, what makes these certain guys really elite performers? What makes these certain women really elite performers? Why them and not me? Then this is the episode that breaks that down, at least from my perspective. So the first thing that I figured out that makes people truly elite is their ability to execute. Execute, execute, execute. I mean, this is like number one. Everybody has good ideas. You have good ideas. I know it. You've got this business idea for this or this business idea for that. But the rare ones execute on them. That's it. I can't say it any plainer than that. Everybody has good ideas, but the rare ones execute on them. I mean, put 100 people in a room and 100 of them will tell you their business idea. Like they'll tell you, oh, I'm going to do this, or I've got this idea. And they'll talk a big game. But out of the 100, only 1 or 2 of them will execute fully. And I know that's a shocking number, but I see it all the time. I'm in these rooms. Smart people with smart ideas, except only one or two of them have already taken significant action on it. And that execution is what sets people apart from being elite or just having some really good ideas and a lot of potential that's wildly unfulfilled. And listen, I get it. I'm not judging. Executing is the hard part. It requires risk, getting ridiculed, getting judged. It's expensive to pursue your idea. You have to find the money if you don't have it. You have to find the time if you don't have it. So I get why people don't start it. But it's also the great differentiator as to will they ever be elite or not. Matter of fact, worse yet is this when it comes to executing. Executing means sticking with your idea through the boring part, through the quicksand, through the monotonous part, the part where you get your ass kicked a bunch and all of a sudden it's not a fun idea. Sticking with it through the part where you're doing the same boring shit day in and day out, over and over and over, and really getting no reward for it. But you have to remember, there's only 3 ways that a business dies. Number 1, it runs out of money. Number 2, you stop trying. Or number 3, you never start trying at all. And that's what I mean by the ones who are truly elite are masters at executing. They start, they follow through, and they finish, no matter what gets in their way. The second thing that I've realized about really elite performers is that they learn to expand their capacity and generate their own energy. Like Brendon Burchard taught this to me. One of the best things he's ever taught me. He said, energy isn't given to you. You create your own energy like a giant power plant. You are a power plant. So literally one of the best things he's ever taught me. And a big part of this equation is choosing to generate energy. You know the times when you're really tired? I'm certain that you know you could do more. It just doesn't feel good to do more. But there's always more energy left. Even when you don't think you have any. You just haven't learned how to tap into it, or you haven't chose to turn it on. We have stores and stores of energy that we haven't learned to tap into. That's the truth. I'll prove it. I want you to think about your most tired day ever. Like end of the work week, the worst week you've ever had, the hardest you've ever worked. The day or the moment that you can't remember being any more exhausted than that day and that moment. I bet you probably told somebody, because I know I've done this, that you have no energy left at all. And I bet you really meant it. Like if I hooked you up to a lie detector test and you said, oh, I've got no energy left, you would have passed with flying colors. But in that very moment, if a fucking bear showed up and went roar and started chasing you, you'd find a whole hell of a lot of energy real quick, wouldn't you? So you did have energy left. You just haven't expanded your capacity. You haven't chosen to generate it when you don't feel like it, and you haven't realized that you are the power plant. As a matter of fact, in my life, there's a handful of guys that never, ever seem to run out of energy. I mean, it's extraordinary. I've never seen anything like it. They just go and go and go and go. And when you talk to them, doesn't matter when you catch them, late at night, first thing in the morning, at the end of the week, they're like, hey, how's it going? Super high energy. And it's real. I already mentioned Brennan. He's one of these guys. Dan Martell is one of these guys. Rob Deerdeck is one of these guys. My business partner, Matt, is one of these guys. My wife, Lori, is actually one of these people. They never stop moving. They don't get tired. Gary V, although I don't know him like all the other people that I just mentioned, we've only had a couple of dinners together, but the couple of times that I've actually sat there at a table and had dinner with him, he's one of those guys that brings all the energy into the room with him because he's generating it, and he sucks all the energy out of the room when he leaves. It like goes with him because he was the primary generator of energy at that table or in that room. These people are the true generators of energy. And here's the wild part. It's not a show. It's not fake. They're not just like doing it when someone's looking. It's not temporary. I've been around these people long enough to realize that they harness this energy and operate this way 24/7. And I can tell you what they all have in common. I can tell you how they do it. It's that they each chose to realize that they really are the generator of energy themselves. And speaking of what elite performers have in common, here's the third thing. They maintain elite habits. They make elite choices and they maintain elite habits. Dial in your standards because they have really elite standards. And if you don't meet their elite standards, they're just not interested, period. That's how serious they are about their elite standards. And I mean it. Literally decide for you yourself that you're going to have much higher standards day to day or moment to moment. You're going to make much more elite choices every time that you make a choice. Dial in your food. Work out like a maniac. Be extra kind to everybody, even when you don't feel like it. Say hi first to people, even when they don't say hi to you. Be wildly generous, even when other people aren't looking. Choose big, aligned missions. This is one of the biggest things. The really elite performers have such high standards that they don't work on misaligned missions. No matter how shiny the carrot is, no matter what the reason is, they have a absolute zero tolerance policy for misaligned missions. So the job that you're choosing, the career path you're choosing, the thing that you want to build, choose big aligned missions, not simple ones that choose you. Most of the world chooses the mission that kind of chose them. That's not elite. Do the reading, do the studying. Say no when it's tough to say no, and say yes when it's tough to say yes. Limit or quit alcohol. You have to choose to uphold the standards of like a rare Ferrari, not a used Chevy. Think about that. People treat these two types of cars very differently. Most people treat an old used Chevy much differently than they treat a rare Ferrari. How do you treat your vehicle that gets you through life, your body? Do you treat it with elite choices and standards? Or do you just kind of let anything go in it? Guys, listen, becoming elite and getting the rewards that come with being elite is not easy. It's the furthest thing from easy. It's tough as hell. And quite frankly, it's not for everybody. I really believe that. It's actually not for everybody. But if you ever wondered what it took, this episode, these three things, that's the cheat sheet. That's it. This is what it takes, these type of choices. So where do I see myself in all of this? I see myself as having the desire to perform in this way, to be that maximum generator of energy even when I don't feel like it, to make really elite choices and uphold really elite standards, to execute really well. I've got that part dialed in. I execute really well no matter what's happening, no matter what's in front of me, no matter what's kicking my ass. Elite standards and choices, I'm probably 75 to 80% of the way there, with a sloppy 20% that needs really good cleaning up. That's probably where I'm at in this thing. Now, I know the rewards I want in life. I want the rewards that come with building a really elite life. That's why I've put so much time into thinking, all right, these people that I know, these people that I have access to, these people that are in my lives on a regular basis, what makes them different than the way that I operate, and how do I get there? And it's these things. They're incredible executors. They've learned to expand their capacity and generate their own energy, and they have almost annoyingly high standards that they refuse to compromise on. So if you want an elite life, great. That's what it takes. If you don't, that's also totally okay. There are no rules on how you're supposed to go through life. It is your ride, and you get to ride it however you see. But like I said in the beginning, if you're somebody that is like, that's what I dream of, the absolute and utter financial freedom, the ability to take care of anybody I want at any time for generations, the ability to choose to do or experience anything I want at will. Well, those are elite results that are reserved for elite performers that do the elite things that I just described. And when you do, let's dust off our old saying, that's when good people like you make good money and you can do great things. Hey, thanks for listening, guys. And I'm not kidding. Half the people that were here for the VIP weekend, they're like, holy shit, I can't wait to come back. Can we please come back? We're like, sure, here's the dates. And so half the seats are gone because we keep it small and intimate. If you want to come to our house, if you want to be on our podcasts, if you want to do a strategy session with me, if you want to do all those things, better rush over to the website. Go over to chrisharder.me/weekend. Again, that's chrisharder.me.me/weekend. Grab one of your seats. All right, guys, thanks for listening. Love and appreciate you.
Thanks for listening. And if you loved this episode and know of someone else who is as successful as they are generous, please pass them on to me. It would mean the world to me if you help me get this cause and this message out to as many listeners as I can. So please, if you liked what you heard, it goes a long way if you take 30 seconds and leave me a 5-star review and share this with your friends. I'll be forever grateful. And until the next episode, cheers to your success.